Hi everyone, it's your girl Ty here, which stands for Together Individual Entertainment, coming to you with another big news and everything, or should I say awful news. So, I was just watching the news, and in a way, the government of Pennsylvania could be considering bringing the children back to school after Labor Day. Well, guess what? When are they going to realize that is such a short, and I mean short, summer vacation? You cannot just rush kids back to school. I understand education's important, but in my case, there are also some of the schools saying they want to bring their kids back in July after July 4th and take December off. Well, let me tell you something. From experience of a marching band girl, as an alumni marching band girl, we need at least 2 weeks. 2 weeks of band camp in order to get our routine and done as much as possible. We need an entire summer month just to start planning out our routines with marching band. Really, do you not understand that most of the sports and stuff are outside? Are you not listening to what we're trying to tell you here? Because here's the thing, guys. I also realize if they take December off, they get back into school in January, and then it'll be graduation at June 18th. Well, basically, if they start thinking about putting these kids back to school after Labor Day or back in July 4th, and I mean July 4th, after June 18th, then that's only a couple of weeks and almost a month and a half. Do you not understand that you cannot keep these kids indoors all the time? You're gonna get these kids in obesity. You guys are gonna keep them indoors and not get healthy lifestyles. You guys are going to put them out into a society where you think indoors is nothing but something they have to learn. You have gym class indoors, that's right. But when are you gonna realize they need outdoor activities? Because in my professional opinion, teenagers have their first summer job at amusement parks, fast food restaurants. They have department stores. They have their first summer job at a certain age during the summertime. But if these school districts and the government start putting these kids back to school too early in summertime, we're talking a major change. Saying, oh, these teenagers don't need a job at summertime. They don't need to go to work. They don't need this and that until after graduation. No. If you want these kids to learn responsibility, if you want these kids to learn what work life is all about, then you need to let these kids go to work during the summertime. You cannot just force these kids to have a short vacation and longer days at school. You can't just do that. You would feel like you're putting these children in prison. You're making these kids as if they do not belong in work areas until they're grown adults at the age 18 or 21. No. Because let me also explain something to you. Amusement parks, for example. Amusement parks, for goodness sake. They start opening up in summertime. And that is something to reconcile about. Well, how much longer are you going to take away our children's future of saying that it's going to be much harder to get a job, and you can't do this and that at a certain age? You can't do this and that to go. Really? These kids have a life too. And the thing is, they need time to think about what their future is going through. And they will never have work experience to put in their first resume if you don't let them have their summer vacation. You cannot just push these kids into a boundary saying that they cannot have a summer vacation. What is the problem? What is the majority of a summer vacation? What's the majority of having a summer job if you can't let these kids do their thing? Really. Not only that, they're trying to have a job for a reason. They're trying to have a job to help their families, trying to save money for something that they probably want to get because of the fact that we're talking junior and senior prom in the summertime, semi-formals in winter, but they're trying to get money to go to semi-formal and have prom. You're wasting these kids' lives in education more than work and ethics and everything else. I mean, do you not realize that if you put these kids back to school too early, they're not going to have a life. They're not going to, have that kind of thing going on. I mean, I'm also asking the question, if you put these kids back to school too early, how much longer will the amusement parks be open? How much longer are you going to let these kids have some money in their lives to learn things? How much longer are you going to, if you want these kids to be in school, I'm okay with that when they go back in September, not like early August or back in July and then have December off. I get the holiday season is important during December, but where are they going to get the money to save for holiday season if they want to get presents or something? Oh, I don't know, because, I forget, they didn't have a job during summertime because you put them back to school too early. When are you going to realize this is not what life is all about? Life is all about having a balance between work and fun. Instead, you guys are none other than the government is not listening. They are not understanding that there is going to be a shift in the balance. There's going to be more education and less fun for these kids. Because the thing is, with me, I don't feel comfortable of understanding of anything anymore. I see a whole bunch of teenagers having their first summer job at Kennywood Park than anywhere else I've seen. And if they put the kids back to school too early, we're talking less teenagers and more adults. Hello? Most of the adults can't handle the summer stuff because of the fact that it's either too hot and they need to hydrate, or they have a family of their own they need to take care of, or something else in their life that's going on. You cannot discriminate these kids of something that they want to do. You cannot discriminate them. Because I can definitely see that's what's coming out of this ruling if they put these kids back to school after Labor Day. You would none say that these kids need to be back in school as soon as possible and not go to their job. I mean, hello, if you do that, if you put the kids back to school too early, amusement parks won't be open until like 5 o'clock until maybe about 8 or 9 because it's a school night. And what's even worse, amusement parks might actually consider not opening up Monday through Thursday anymore. They'll probably open up just on Friday and Saturday, like Friday nights and Saturday and Sunday only. Why? Because they put the kids back to school too early. Do you not understand that these kids are trying to have a summer job and the government is going to try and take away their summer vacation? How much longer are they going to realize that's not what we're trying to do here? We're not trying to take away summer vacation. We're not trying to ruin their lives. We're trying to make them understand about a lot of things, but we can't do that. We can't do it because, it's so unfair. It is. It's unfair for them. It's unfair for us. It's unfair for everybody. I want these kids to realize that they can have a job. They do deserve summer vacation. They do deserve something. Because they have been in school for like 9 out of the 12 months. They get a summer vacation. That is fine. But if you take away summer vacation, because that's what I'm seeing. Like, okay, for example, do you not remember Recess School's Out movie from Disney? Well, that's what I'm feeling like. I feel like the government is acting like that person who is a villain trying to get rid of summer vacation. Well, look what's happening. I'm starting to see that for real. What has been in the movie is now becoming reality. They're taking away the kids' summer vacation. It's not funny. It's not even fun for any of us. I for one, feel offensive and distraught and discriminated because I just want to work 7 days a week as much as possible at a summer job, which is the amusement park that I can get to, Kennywood Park, which has been there since 1898, and now all of a sudden they might put the kids back into school too early here in Pennsylvania, all because of something that they don't deserve or something. I mean, really, you're gonna keep these kids in school all the time now. It's almost a 365 days of school and no vacation. What is the matter with you guys? What is the matter with everybody not realizing that this is not the way that life is about, or something that is fair to everybody? I don't think that nobody deserves this whatsoever, not even the children. The children deserve a summer vacation. I, for one, also believe that for those that can't get a summer job, yeah, it's okay to put the elementary through middle school maybe back to school. But high school kids, they start their summer job at the age of 15 or 16. Can they not just have a responsible job to, like, work off something or whatever it is during the summertime? And in my case, the government is putting it in no direction here. I mean, and the other problem, like I said earlier, is the music department. How much longer is it going to take for the government to take away our music now? Because they're already thinking about putting the children back to school after Labor Day, which is wrong because, like I said, when you're in marching band, it takes 2 weeks of marching band camp. Yeah, a band camp where we work on the routines, we rehearse from 8 to 4. I'm starting to realize sooner or later, marching band could go downhill and never come back because they need the outdoor to rehearse. It doesn't give anybody much time to do anything outdoors because you have the football team, cheerleading, dance, you have all these sports as well that need summertime to rehearse, practice, and so forth. I have the feeling sooner or later, athletics department might go downhill as well. Like, they'll just put in the kids in education rooms. Music, as in marching band, the sports, everything will be downhill, and they will never have time for anything else. I am very, very disappointed in this situation. I'm very disappointed in this decision. I don't really want these kids to be miserable all summer long thinking that they're grounded. Because here's the other problem. When high school seniors graduate, they have planned out a graduation party during the summertime and everything. And what's happening? They can't even have a graduation party and invite all their friends because of one reason. The kids are going back to school already. I mean, can you just imagine it? Like, you have graduation at June 19th, which is almost at the end of June, and then the seniors are having their summer graduation party, but the moment it hits July 5th, the kids have to go back to school. And you also have Labor Day in the beginning of August. Like, if you put the kids back to school in August, that doesn't give them much time for anything. That doesn't give them much time for graduation parties, rehearsal, and practice for the sports. It doesn't give them much time to enjoy the summer concerts, which we have here at Renzi Park all the time. It doesn't give them much time to enjoy amusement parks as well. It doesn't give them much time for anything. I mean, you even planned out a Walt Disney vacation, and you can't even go to that because you have to go back to school immediately after you've just got out of school. June 18th to July 5th. That's only a 4-week vacation. And Labor Day in the beginning of August, that's only a month and a half. What is the government thinking these days? What are they thinking? Can they not just deal with something else? I mean, the government should realize what the problem is really. There is no problem with education system. There is no problem with anything else. But there is a problem with dealing with teenagers who are passed out, like, late at night. Now, I would appreciate it, yeah. I would somewhat appreciate a curfew for teenagers because we're dealing with gun violence here in McKeesport, and I'm dealing with all this stuff going on. I, for one, don't want to deal with that. So, I'm distraught that they, I feel like they're getting rid of summer vacation. I feel like that's what's happening. I mean, if the government decides that, what are they going to take away from us next? Huh? What are they going to take away from us next? I mean, could it be that because there's going to be a law saying raising the work pay to $15, is that why the government is pushing the kids back to school so quickly? It's because they're raising the employment payment to $15? Is that the reason? I don't know. Because I feel that's what the problem is. If they raise the pay rate to $15, and if the children, as in the teenagers, get paid that much, they're going to start thinking the kids don't deserve that kind of money. They don't deserve that much pay. When really, they do. They deserve as much time off or work pay or whatever as they can because they have been in school, like, forever. So, I don't know if it's because of that or some other problem. But whatever the reason is, I don't see how this is going to help. Because, like I said, I, for one, listen, for those of you that feel like this is unfair to their kids of going back to school too early, I want you to step up. Take a stand and protest against this going back to school early stuff. Because I understand that you might want your kids to go back to school early, most of you, but for those of you that saw their kids working hard and staying in school and doing whatever they can to earn their grades and so forth, protest against them. Let them know that their kids deserve a vacation. Let them know that they deserve some time off. Let them know that this is not right for their children. You cannot just overeducate their kids and thinking they don't deserve some time off when they do. And same thing with the marching band students. The marching band students deserve to be outdoors. They deserve to be in competition. Because, like you said, if they push the kids back in too early, there's going to be no band camp for marching band. There's not going to be no time for practice or rehearsing for any sport whatsoever. And sooner or later, they're going to take that away from us, from your kids. Think about that. I mean, I'm just pointing it out there, okay? I mean, I really want you guys to understand this is serious. This is a serious matter. I mean, we've all been there. We've all had the summer vacation. We all have been through a marching band. We've all been through some sort of thing in high school. And now we're seeing that being taken away from our children, thinking they don't deserve to be part of an activity or something. Well, I hate to tell you this, guys. They deserve whatever they can get of summer vacation because I would never want my kid to be in school almost 365 days a year. I would never do that. I would never want my child to experience that kind of torture. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't have kids. Someday I might want to have them. But after hearing this, I feel absolutely distraught. I do not want this to be a torture thing to our children. To anyone's children out there who thinks that education's more important than their own life, than their own thing of having fun, their own activity. Let me ask you something. What's going to happen when semi-formal and prom season comes up and they don't have the money to afford it? Neither will the parents or anything. Because in my opinion, if the kid doesn't have a job or anything because of school, we're talking a low, and I mean a low participation of students in semi-formal and prom because of the fact that a lot of kids can't afford it or could not participate because of schoolwork or anything. So I'm putting it out there right now. You want to take that stand, you want to take that step forward, go right ahead. Protest this, guys. Protest it, because that's what I'm doing. I'm protesting against the government. I'm thinking they should put our children, your children of Pennsylvania, back to school after Labor Day when they don't deserve that. They just got out of school a month and a half ago, and they just think that, oh, let's put them right back in. No. I want to see your kids happy. I want to see your kids be very, socialized and everything. Because when I was in school, we graduated on June 8th of 2011. The first week of June, which was great. Because I felt like we were getting out of school right on time for summer vacation, and now look what's happening. Summer vacay could be gone in the future, far off future. So please, take that step to the government of Pennsylvania and protest this. Because I think this is the wrong way of showing that education is more important than having fun. This is the wrong way. Because like I said, if this keeps up, there won't be no summer vacation. There will just be a holiday vacation in December. No amusement parks will be open 7 days a week like it was. It will just be open on Saturday and Sunday or during the night, 5 to 9 or 5 to 8. There won't be a summer job for the children. There won't be nothing. So please, I say protest. Protest, people. Protest. Protest. Take that leap and let them know that you have words too. Because I've already given you my words. So, this is T.I.E saying, keep summer vacation for the future generation of our children. Your children as well.